Jason.
I agree with what Steve said. Veganism would have been my first response, and then essentially everything he said, and moving on into total liberation. And but I would also add that as individuals, we can engage locally, as I'm doing at the grassroots level, and take up a cause, which mine happen to be the deer in Shawnee Mission Park right now, but it could be anything, any type of anti-military, anti-globalization, anti-capitalist, anything along those lines, social justice, environmental justice, animal rights. Just get out and do something, and no act. And this is my opinion. I don't diminish any act from writing a letter to the editor, all the way up to the militant direct action by courageous underground activists who are out there putting it on the line by breaking into laboratories and freeing animals or raiding mink farms and so forth. They're all part of the bigger picture. I mean, everything that someone can do is a contribution, and some people have more resources and capabilities to do more, and some people are less are more risk averse than others and don't want to take some of the bigger risks, and that's fine, but they can at least do something.
Yeah, I would add to that, as we're doing local actions, to make the global connections, and not just in a humanistic context or an animal rights context, but
I agree, and that, I wanted to say, Tony, with respect to that anti-hunting alliance, I'm really glad you're doing this, because this campaign that I'm running here with the deer, although it may not be successful in stopping it, we've made landed some significant blows, and we've done some pioneering things, but I never could have done this without help from a lot of people here locally, some great people. Thank you very much to all of them, and then you, Anthony, of course, and Steve, and then activists all around the country. I mean, this has been a move. I mean, thousands of people have contributed in some way. So this alliance is a great idea. And the question I had, because I don't think you mentioned this, Tony, is how do people join?
People can join by just contacting me. Email me, please, Anthony_Marr@yahoo.com. Anthony_Marr, M-A-R-R, @yahoo.com. I want to ask you back, Jason, two more minutes. What kind of help do you need from the listeners
right now?
Yeah.
Well, we're working on filing the injunction. We've got Arthur coming tomorrow. We're having that big demo, and then we are going to put up another billboard, and I'm trying to raise funds for that. If anyone's interested, they could in contributing, they could email me at my email address is Will, W-I-L-L, powerful, P-O-W-E-R-F-U-L @hotmail.com.
Okay, thank you very much. And Steve and Jason, I would like to end by saying this. Number one, last week's Animal Voices interview was with a dolphin, and the dolphin also contributed an idea as to how to save the world. So anybody who wants to listen to what the dolphin has to say, go to myspace.com/Anthony Marr and listen to last week's interview. And the last thing I want to say is there was one thing that could be very powerful that Jason is thinking is in the process of exploring, is to write a letter to all the council people who will be voting on yes or no to culling. And I suggest that we use a lawyer to write a letter to these council people and say this: we will be holding you personally, anybody who votes in favor of culling, personally responsible for any injury or death to any human or to any pet as a result of the culling. You cannot take a corporation and put it to jail, but you can certainly target the CEOs and the leaders within that corporation. And the same thing for the city governments. You can target the individual council members who vote. So I would suggest that everybody fighting this battle everywhere on the continent to get a lawyer to write a letter to put these people in the hot seat, that we will hold them personally responsible for any injury or death resulting from the culling. Okay, everybody, this is the end of this program. Thank you, Steve, for coming on. Thank you, Jason. We'll be talking again sometime soon. Meanwhile, goodbye from Animal Voices.